Good morning, America. Kusha Adhami from Adhami Law Group. We have recently witnessed a large amount of individuals being detained and captured by ICE. This is due to the recently expanded expedited removal process or law by the Trump administration. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to explain what expedited removal is, okay, who are subject to expedited removal, who are exempt, and what are the defenses and options available to individuals who are encountered by ICE. Okay, so expedited removal is a process that allows immigration or ICE to quickly deport certain people from the United States without providing an opportunity to see a judge or have an attorney represent them. Remember, people subject to expedited removal are going to be detained until they are deported. So, in the past, expedited removal was only applicable to individuals that were at a port of entry near a border, okay, or that have been in the United States for only 14 days, okay? However, on or about January 21st, 2025, the Trump administration expanded the use of expedited removal to cover any non-citizen anywhere in the United States. So it's no longer subject to the individuals that were encountered by us at a port of entry or at the border, okay? This law was further enforced. Now, who is subject to expedited removal? Any person who entered the United States illegally and without being inspected, or they have used fraudulent documentation or misrepresentation to the United States. That's the first element, okay? Second are individuals who cannot show they have been physically present in the United States for at least 2 years. So, first element is that the individual entered the United States illegally or used false documentation, and number two, they cannot show that they've been physically present in the United States for at least 2 years. Now, who is exempt? Who is not subject to the expedited removal? Obviously, if you're a US citizen, okay? Number two, if you can, or if the non-citizen can show they entered the United States legally. This means that you entered with a tourist visa, you have been issued an I-94 at a port of entry, or you have been paroled, okay? So the first element no longer applies to you. Both of them has to apply to you in order for you to be subject to the expedited removal. Number two, anyone who has lived in the United States for at least 2 years, okay? It's like, for example, even though if you enter the United States illegally, but you can show that you've been physically present in the United States for at least 2 years, for example, a birth certificate of your child, you're not subject to the expanded removal. If you're a green card holder, if you're being granted asylee or refugee status, additionally, individuals who have like temporary status, like TPS, U visa, T visa. If you have a approved U visa, that's a full authorization for you to stay in the United States, and you're not subject to that. If you're a DACA applicant, this also includes individuals who are immigration court proceedings or known as removal proceedings. So if you are in immigration court proceedings, you have an automatic stay of removal. That means you're not subject to the expedited removal, okay? Now, what are the options available to you? So what should you do if you are currently in the expedited or if you're subject to this criteria of the expedited removal, okay? Again, I'm going to explain these options and defenses in a separate video, but these are the 5 ones. Number 1, you should remain silent. Silence is golden. Number 2, produce documents to show that you've entered the United States for at least 2 years. Number 3, produce documents to show that you have a legal entry, your tourist visa, I-94, B2, your parole admission. Number 4, your current legal status or pending legal status. So for example, if you've been granted a green card, if you've been granted a T visa, U visa, if you've been granted a SIGA status, okay? or you can show documents to show that you have a pending. So if you have a pending U visa, you can show the receipts, or you have a pending DACA. These documents are going to exempt you from being subject to the expedited removal. Again, you must consult an experienced immigration attorney to give you more advice on this one, but these are the criteria, okay? And number 5, you can assert a fear of return to your home country, okay? They make, if the individual has a fear of returning to his own country, they can assert that fear. The fear must be credible and you cannot fabricate. Again, I'm going to explain this on another video, okay? So these 5 defenses options are available to you. For more information, please visit our website at www.adhamilawgroup.com and follow us on social media. Stay safe.